I think I noticed about people. Now, this ain't just the black community as well, because there's like white people that do this as well, and people from other races as well, innit? Yeah. But some people, when they come into money, and it don't have to be big money, it don't have to be like winning the lottery. They could literally just, I can't even call it leveling up, but level up in their head. So, like, say for example, you might have someone from the ends. They might grow up in Hackney or Tottenham or Brixton or Edmonton, and they might actually be a smart individual. They might actually become educated. Yeah? They might educate themselves, go to university, get a master's, get a PhD, and then they start flexing with people who are, let's say, on the social economic ladder or hierarchy. The people that they start to mix with are above technically the people them that they grow with, or the people them that are in their household. So say for example, you come from a working class household, your dad was a postman, or your dad was even an electrician, and your mum was a nurse. Yeah, that's working class people jobs. You might become a PhD, I don't know, you might become a lawyer, whatever, innit? You have like a middle class type of person's job. So you start hanging around with people who are up there, in it. People that don't just earn 30 grand a year, people that earn 100 grand a year. You're on 100 grand a year yourself. There are some people, a lot in the black community, when it does happen, when the fucking stars align or whatever, innit? Yeah, who start earning big money and they quote unquote level up, they forget where they come from, you know. Yeah. There's a lot of people, they start to think that they're middle class now. They start to think that they've upped the levels and that. They start to think that they're better than the people them that are around them, or that they grow with, just because they've made a bit of money or they're hanging around with different people. You see me? It don't, I don't give a fuck how much money I earn, what area I move to. I will always be that guy from Edmonton. I will never forget where I come from. Yeah? Don't get it twisted. The people them around you, you will outgrow them sometimes. Innit? That don't mean you should look down on them, innit? But sometimes your views and your mindset will change, innit? But there's some people that actually think that, yeah, they're better than their area. They're better than the people them that they grow with. No, me, I love to go back to Edmonton. I can't wait. Man, itching, like literally. Man's going back on Sunday night to spend a week up there. I can't wait to go back to Edmonton. Man, love it. Like, I just love going to my local shopping center, walking around, just going to little cheap shops, doing my little shopping and that. Man, love my area, innit? There's certain men that are from Edmonton, they don't want to touch the area. They don't want to go near Edmonton no more, innit? Nah. For whatever, it could be for different reasons. Not because they feel that Edmonton is beneath them. Sometimes people just think Edmonton is dangerous, innit? That's cool. And if you think the area is dangerous, you don't want to come back. That's up to you, innit? Yeah. It's not. I don't think it's dangerous or whatever. That's man stomping ground, innit? Yeah, like man feels super. That's home, innit? So if you feel like it's dangerous, that's cool, innit? But there's some people, they don't want to go back to Edmonton because they think it's a shithole. They think Edmonton is beneath them, innit? Fuck you. Yeah, that's all man saying, innit? But no, on a serious note, there's some people, once they leave Edmonton and they get money and they quote unquote level up, they think that they're better than the area they come from. Nah, I don't give a fuck. I don't care how rich I am. I don't care how many properties. I can have 15 properties. I will never turn my back on the area that I come from and look down on the area that I come from. Nah, fam. That's what made me me, innit? Yeah, I wouldn't even be talking like this. I think man would have knowledge and this experience and that if I didn't grow up in Edmonton. Nah, never forget where man come from. Even like my girl, like she used to work at this place before, innit? And basically, she must have told her manager, "Oh yeah. My boyfriend, he lives in this place called Edmonton." So she was working in South London, innit? Yeah. So she just said to her manager, "Oh, my boyfriend lives in this place called Edmonton." Because she said, "Oh, she used to live in North London." So the manager said, "Oh, I used to live in North London," and my girlfriend said, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend lives in North London. He lives in Edmonton or whatever." Innit? And she was like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of Edmonton. I know Edmonton." Then one of the workers must have told my girl, "The manager is from Edmonton. What is she talking about? Oh, she's heard of Edmonton. She's from Edmonton. She used to live there or whatever." Innit? She's one of them people. Now she's got money. Now she's on 100 grand a year. Oh, I've heard of Edmonton. No, bro. why are you trying to deny where you come from, innit? But just tell the fucking girl you used to live there, innit? Yeah, it's not. Why are you ashamed of where you're from? You're fake, man. You're fake. Me, I'll never forget where man come from, innit? If you're from Hackney, if you're from the hood, if you're from a rough, humble beginning, fam, it's cool. Yeah, never judge a person where they start. Just judge a person where they finish. Yeah, as long as they've had time to make something of themselves. Yeah, I will never judge someone because they come from a poor area. I'm from a poor area. It's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. Yeah? So, man, if you're in Brixton right now, or if you live in an overcrowded house, but that's cool, fam. There's no problem being poor, fam. Yeah, no problem starting off poor. Just don't end poor, innit? Yeah, make the effort, make something of yourself. You can do it. Yeah? But never forget where you fucking come from. No way. I don't give a fuck if you was a gypsy living in a caravan. Yeah, be proud of being a gypsy that live in a caravan. Yeah, make sure you get me. You make money and you don't have to, if you don't want to, live in a caravan. But you know what? If you want to remain in a caravan, buy a fucking caravan that's made out of gold, innit? Yeah, don't be ashamed of where you come from. Yeah, because people on the outside want to look down on you. No, man. No, no, no. There was one girl I want that infamous, famous video with the girl used to. The girl in America said, "Ah, my mum is too dark." You know what happened with that girl? I guarantee you, yeah. So she's light skinned and her mum is dark skinned, and she's disrespecting the color of her mum's skin, saying that her mum is dark skinned and she don't want to be associated with her mum. Do you know what probably happened? She probably got educated, went to uni, got educated, started working at some corporate job in Seattle or somewhere like that in the city. And now she's flexing with probably white people as well, but like middle class, upper class white people because she's from a poor working class family. She probably flexing with white people, or definitely people, if they're not white, definitely more of an upper class people. Now, bam, now she thinks she's better than everyone. Now, boom, now she's driving a Mercedes. Now, oh, fuck my area and that. Or used to tell, probably would never even tell people, yeah, I used to share a room with 3 of my other siblings, you know. We used to live in a one-bed flat. My mum used to sleep in the living room, and I used to share a room with 3 of my other siblings when I was a teenager. My brother was 12, my sister was 15, I was 14, and my older brother was 18. We all used to share the same room. People like that, they get educated, they get a bit of money, now they think they're better than where they come from. No, you're a dickhead, man. Nah, nah, you're a dickhead. There's people who they make money and that, and they don't even want to go back to their parents' yard because their parents is poor and they're rich now. Bro, as I said, I could have 10 properties. Yeah, when I go back to my mother's yard, it's not even my mum's yard. When I go back home, yeah, get me, man, spread out on that sofa, and I love going back home. Innit? There's some people, they make money, they move out, and now they think they're better than their area. They think they're better than their parents. They think they're better than the house that they fucking grew up in. I love going back home, as you can tell by the way man said it so many times. Yeah, I will never. I met one black man on a construction site. He lives in this place called Blackheath. Yeah. Any of you South Londoners, or maybe some of you lot from other parts of London, heard of Blackheath. Most of it's in Greenwich, I think, but I think some of it's in Lewisham, innit? But it's near, yeah, it's near Greenwich, innit? Anyway, so we was talking about properties and areas and that on this construction site. It's a big man, black man, like my mum's age, probably, yeah, older than her, probably about 54 or something. Innit? Cool guy. Anyway, we're talking about properties and that. So I said, he told me where he lives. He didn't tell me where he grew up, though, innit? He told me where he lives. He said, yeah, I live in this place called Blackheath, innit? And I was like, yeah, I heard of that place, innit? He's like, yeah, it's like a village within London. And I was like, you know what? I think I've passed there. When I went to the Royal Observatory to go to like the planetarium, because I'm into space and that, innit? So I used to go to the planetarium now and then and that, innit? On my own. I've taken my little sister there innit, as a buffer, but yeah, I've been there on my own or whatever. Innit? Man's into like, yeah, cosmology and that, innit? Boom. And I remember I drove past some area innit, and it was almost like a village within London, coming like, yeah, it reminded me of like Hampstead, innit, but not as upmarket. Anyway, so boom. he said, yeah, I live in this place called Blackheath, and it's lovely, lovely, no trouble, nothing like that. This is a black man, you know, showing me pictures of his local pub. A black man showing another black man his local pub. That's how you know man's gone off the rails, isn't it? Yeah, so boom. So he's like, yeah, this is the local pub that I drink at and that. I'm just like, okay, cool. Then he's showing me his property. Nah, on point. He built the property from scratch as well. And he bought the land and he built the property. So boom. Yeah, so boom, he's showing me his property and that. And he's like, yeah, the area's lovely. No crime, no gangs, and best of all, no brothers. I swear to God, that's what he said, word for word. I don't believe in God, but you understand what I'm trying to say. No brothers. Some people, they don't want to be around black people once they make money in it. Don't get twisted. I know why some people don't want to be around certain types of black people, like people who are in gangs or just ratchet ass people in it. I reckon that's what he meant. I reckon he meant no ratchet ass people in it. I don't think the man hates black people in it. That'd just be stupid in it. But be careful what you're saying, yeah, because man will just take what you say at face value in it. And if you say no brothers, that means you got a problem with other black people. Again, he might be a man that's leveled up, made money, gone to a nice area, and now what's Jamaica? I've never heard of Jamaica. What is a black person? Man, forget that who they are. Man, forget where they come from and that. Yeah, yeah, in between Lewisham and Greenwich. Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, he lives around there and that. And yeah, he did actually compare it to Hampstead. He said obviously it's like Hampstead. It's not on the same level, but it's coming like maybe like Hampstead a little bit in it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard of the Boondocks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I never watched it properly, but I remember. But yeah, but there's certain man, yeah, boy, they get a bit of money and that, and they just forget me. Nah, fam. Nah, nah. Now, man, love Edmonton, innit? Don't get twisted. Man wouldn't raise my children there, but yeah, man still love Edmonton, though. Yeah, man still love Edmonton. But then again, like, I mean, the reason why I wouldn't raise my children there, because I know I can afford to put my children in a safer environment and stuff in it. But even still, like Edmonton is bad, but it's not that bad. Like, as long as you don't live in a place where there's gangs hanging around and that, there's a lot of quiet spots in Edmonton that are not hot spots. They're not even like Edmonton, really. Yeah, a couple of spots that are near Winchmore Hill and near Edmonton County School. The postcode is technically N9, but it's not N9. It's not Edmonton. It's just, you get me. So yeah, man, there ain't nothing wrong with Edmonton and that, man. Really, innit? But yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, taking kids back there. Yeah, this is my local pub. You must be mad. Yeah, 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 man. But yeah, some people they get a bit of money and they just have amnesia. Oh yeah, I remember that area of Tottenham. But shut up, man. You grew up on the farm, blood. About you remember. I've heard of that area. Man, shut up, man. Nah, man. Nah, nah. And then you get some people. Yeah, 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 yeah. Winchmore Hill's nice. Winchmore Hill is right next to Edmonton, isn't it? We touch borders, isn't it? Literally. Um. So you get some people, innit? Yeah. They think they can fool and trick people, innit? Yeah. Oh yeah. There's some people as well. They try to trick the system. They try to fool people, innit? You can't fool me, innit? They're like, um, there'll be some people like they might move from, let's say like me, they might move to like Northampton. Yeah, they'll be from Edmonton, they'll be from London, innit? So they'll move to Northampton, and Northampton, like, the people in the local area, like on the outskirts of Northampton, say that Northampton is a shithole, innit? Yeah. Now, to me, coming from where man come from, innit, like it's not, innit? But other people think this area is rough. I can't see it, but my perception of rough is different to theirs, isn't it? So boom. But I know it is a bit rough around there, but for me, it's nothing, innit? But some people will get a bit of money, move to like a kind of rough area or like just a normal working class area. But because it's so far away from where they're from, they can actually lie to the people them and act like where they're from is a nice area, where they've moved to is a nice area. So for example, I could come from Edmonton, yeah, and move to somewhere like Harlow or Northampton and say, yeah, where I live is so nice. Yeah. There's no gangs, there's no police. I feel safe in the environment that I live in it. Yeah. There's nice cars everywhere and that. But it's just a normal working class area. But they'll try to lie to the people them back home that can't verify whether their story is real or not or true or not. They'll try to lie to people and make out that the area that they live in is so nice when it's not. It's just a normal working class area, innit? Yeah. Give it 15 years, that will be a hood. Yeah, that will be a hood, blood. You got like people like they might live like somewhere like Hackney, yeah, and then they move to somewhere like Raynham or Grays, and they're like, oh, where I live, Grays, yeah, oh, it's lovely, Essex, yeah, no police, no gangs, yeah, no stabbings and no shootings, it's lovely. All my neighbours, they're all lovely, and but if you go there, it's just a fucking working class area. Furthermore, I'm sure them areas there is racist as well, anyway. Yeah, but they'll act like it's so nice and that it's not. It's not. They just are in a position where they can lie and make it look like they're living better than they can, because no one's gonna go out there to verify whether their story is true or not. That's a shout out to Raynham and Grays. Hey, what? Where are you from, Xavier? I swear you're from South London, don't it? But yeah, they'll try to lie to the people of them and act like where they're from is way better than it is. It's not. It's a normal working class area. Give it 15 or 20 years. Make black people move into that area. That's a fucking hood. That's the next Tottenham in that area, yeah? Yeah. Then the stabbings and shootings come with it. Yeah, so yeah.